Hello everyone, my name is Jason Parker and welcome back to this channel about magic. This is season 7 of Penn and Teller's Fool Us, and today we're looking at Vincenzo Ravina, a magician from Canada. Without further ado, let's jump right in.
Hi, my name is Vincenzo Ravina and I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada. You might call me a jack of all trades and a master of some. I'm a writer, I teach English online, I'm a magician, and I make t-shirts. I got into magic quite young, started doing birthday parties, and they would heckle me a lot. So I stopped doing magic for a while, and I came back to it in the past 3-4 years. I mainly perform at a bar down the street at their open mic nights. When I do magic now, as opposed to when I was a kid, I'm a lot better at handling the hecklers. Plus, if you perform at open mic, you get a free beer.
What was that magic trick with the triangular metal thing in the balloon? I don't think I've ever seen that before. I didn't quite get it. Did you? I was watching and he blew it up and then it deflated. Is that some well-known gag or funny magic? Second thing, it's funny how he mentioned he got into magic and then he took a break and then he got into it again. I think that's a similar story for a lot of magicians. I don't know exactly why, but it's something that I've heard a lot and it was also true for me. Back to the video.
Tonight, I hope to go away with a trophy instead of a free beer.
The magic of Vincenzo Ravina.
Ooh, that's dynamic.
My name is Vincenzo Ravina, and I'm here to show the world my new invention. Mind-reading glasses.
That's what they are.
Don't be jealous. I brought enough for everyone. Audience, please reach under your seats. Put on your mind-reading glasses now. And Penn and Teller, you too.
I'm missing out.
Looking good. Now we're ready to read minds. Allison, would you help me?
Teller was really having fun with us.
Allison?
Yes.
I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
I have to warn you, I and 500 members of our audience here tonight are going to attempt to probe your mind.
Oh, dear. Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I'm a little nervous.
Well, I can assure you it's perfectly safe. Can I put this perfectly safe helmet on your head?
I guess.
All right, put it right here. And if you could do up the safety buckles.
Oh, yeah, because that'll help.
First thought, I bet that was really fun to construct, you know, I just went crazy trying to make it look goofy and dangerous. And second off, I'm wondering if you have 3D glasses on, does that background with the spinning spirals look really amazing? I bet it does, and I'm missing out. Back to the video.
Okay.
This is the thought transmitter. It's going to amplify and broadcast your thoughts. Okay. But don't worry, we're not going to look at your secrets. We're going to use Esp Cards. Designed almost 100 years ago and still the best method known to science to test the ability to read minds. Each card has a very simple shape on it, which makes for a very simple thought, which makes mind reading easier. We've got the circle, the plus sign, the 3 wavy lines, the square, and the star. Allison, would you mix those up so that none of us have any idea what order they're in? And then put them on the table when you're done. Okay. Take a look at whatever the top card is, but don't let anyone else see, and hold the card to your chest, and then I'll turn around.
Okay.
You're thinking of the shape. Mm-hmm. Audience, probe Allison's brain. I'm not getting anything. Oh. So stupid. I forgot to turn this thing on. Just a second.
Stupid.
There. Now this is going to work.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
I feel it.
Yes. All right. Allison?
Yes.
Could you also go like this? It really helps a lot. Yes. Exactly.
That's awesome.
It's coming through clear as day. Audience, look at the thought transmitter, and on the count of 3, call out the shape Allison's thinking of. 1, 2, 3. Wow. The psychic energy in this room is awesome. Allison, are you in fact thinking of the square?
Yes.
Show everyone.
Ah.
we can move on from these 5 simple shapes to a much more difficult test.
Okay.
Huh. So I guess those were just like 5 normal cards. It's funny because the way he was handling them earlier, I thought maybe he was doing something magical with them. And now I'm wondering, did he try to handle them in a suspicious looking way, or was that just how he was holding them? I was watching his hands closely. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you already have an idea how he guessed her shape, but clearly that's not the important part. He's building up to something bigger. And secondly, I had some other thought. What was it? Oh, just I love the fact that he's doing this thing and having Allison also do this hand gesture. It's very goofy and silly. And as some of you may know, I'm trying to put together an audition for Fool Us, and it's a lot more difficult than you would expect. When you just start with a blank piece of paper and you're trying to imagine what would you be doing if you were up there. Like you walk out there and what do you say? And clearly, Vincenzo has done an excellent job of that. His presentation is very smooth. You know exactly what's going on. It's very simple and easy to follow and entertaining. So already I have a greater appreciation for this kind of thing than I did before. It's so much easier to imagine just kind of doing it versus when you actually try to do it and you understand the difficulties. Proceeding.
During the break, we had 100 members of our audience draw anything they wanted on a little slip of paper and put it in that box. That box has been in the lap of an audience member this entire time and never in my control. Isn't that right? All right. Could you pass that up to me, please? Thank you. So let's take a look at a few of these. There's a few in there. So let's see here. We have someone drew a little house with a smoking chimney.
That's a nice
That's
drawing.
nice. Yeah. And somebody drew a spider, which is creepy. The point is, the drawing could be just about anything. And Allison, so far, you've been the pitcher. Now you're going to be the catcher. So you're going to wear the mind-reading glasses, and you're going to read Teller's mind. Teller, would you
Nice
mind coming
timing.
up here and helping out? Thank you so much. And for Teller. Teller, may I? Sorry. And could you do the safety buckle, please? Perfect.
Looks like it was designed for him.
So, Teller, I want this to be above board, so I'm going to get you to pick out any of these drawings that you like. Pick one out. That one right there? Okay. Don't let anyone else see it, but take a look at it, concentrate on it, and get ready to send that thought. Allison, put on your mind-reading glasses now. Let the cloud of thought around Teller's head resolve itself into a single clear image. Allison?
Yes.
Yes or no, are you receiving something?
Yes.
Perfect.
I don't think it's the right thing, but I am.
Allison,
Yeah.
what is Teller thinking of?
Well, what I can say on television is butterfly.
Are you thinking of a butterfly? Show everyone. Let's give it up for the incredible mind-reading Allison Hannigan and Teller. Thank you so much, Teller.
Thank you, Vincenzo Ravina. Did you make that helmet yourself?
I did.
Looks like a bomb.
I was actually a little worried having this in my luggage, bringing it here.
Yeah.
But TSA completely did not inspect it. They
Oh.
actually, strangely enough, inspected the box, the cardboard box. They inspected that, not the helmet.
And you're from Nova Scotia?
That's right.
I love Nova Scotia.
You've been?
I have.
Oh, fantastic.
And everybody was so excited that, like, Americans were there, or they appeared to be. They're like, how'd you hear about us? And I was like, well, you're on the map.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But it's a small part of the map. It's easy to miss.
I mean, we should stop talking about it because now everybody's going to go. But it was
yes.
really lovely.
Don't spoil our beautiful coastline by coming.
Yeah. All right, it's time to go to the boys. Boys,
All right, let me give you my thoughts before we hear from Penn and Teller. So A, I love that sound effect every time they were doing the mind reading. That was just perfect. B, I wonder what Allison was seeing, because did she really see the image that he had put in there? Or was she kind of misreading it and imagining something inappropriate? You know, at first she said there's something she can't say on TV, and I'm like, where is her mind? What is she thinking about? So it could be either one of those things. It could be she just saw it wrong and she thought it was something different, or he really did have like something kind of crude and funny for her to see just to make her laugh. But why would he do that, right? That could only complicate matters, and I'm sure he'd want it to just work without any confusion. So probably she just saw it wrong and then realized it was a butterfly. Third, or C, I forget what point we're on. I'm just guessing that if you were in Allison's place and you had those glasses and you were looking towards Teller, you'd be able to see some kind of shape. As to how it's accomplished through technology, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I guess it could be something about this lights on the helmet, or maybe it was even like drawn on the glasses, you know, so when she put it on, she would just see the shape right in front of her. I don't know. I guess drawing it on there, you wouldn't be able to focus on it so close so that wouldn't work. At any rate, assuming she couldn't actually read Teller's mind, she saw something. And fourthly, how is it the correct thing? How is it Teller's selection from that pile of cards? Well, so the thing is, I've already talked about method a bit. I'd rather not touch on that too specifically. Okay, I thought of one thing I could say, speaking in code. In his intro reel, he mentions he's a jack of all trades. I suspect he's studied and practiced boxing, or some other type of martial arts. And we'll leave it at that. Let's hear what Penn and Teller have got to say.
Vincenzo, the question here is only, how greedy are you? That's the only question. You have gotten an entire audience to wear stupid 3D glasses. I think you've accomplished your goal here. That's a fabulous, fabulous thing, including us. You got the host of the show to wear stupid 3D glasses. Beautifully done. And a hat, yes, that's what I'm saying. You got so much out of this. And one of the things that's so interesting about all those pictures, especially from the 50s, of the whole audience wearing 3D glasses, is there's the conformity, you know, that all the glasses are almost all the glasses are exactly the same. That's what looks so beautiful when you're looking over that whole thing. But you know, as we watched this and saw it and loved every step of it and the hat and everything, at the end, just like Allison, we saw the light.
Did that make sense to you?
It did, and it makes me regret my decision to not wear my tinfoil hat while they were deliberating.
Well, thank you, Vincenzo Ravina.
All right, now let me give you my final concluding thoughts. First off, I thought that was an amazing performance by Vincenzo. Really great job, very entertaining. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Second off, Penn and Teller were talking about seeing the light, so I guess it was something to do with the glasses and seeing the light on the helmet. And they said how all the glasses were the same except for one pair, and I guess that's the pair the magician was wearing when he gave them to Allison. But I didn't hear them say anything about Teller's selection from the box. Unless it was there in his code words and I just missed it, I didn't see him address that at all. At any rate, I really felt like this was a super entertaining and well put together presentation and performance. Presentation and performance. Anyways, I gotta make this quick. Leave your comment below. How did you like Vincenzo's performance? What did you think about it? And now it's time for that part of the story where I read you a fable from Aesop's Fables. Chapter 110, The Eagle and the Arrow. An eagle sat perched on a lofty rock, keeping a sharp lookout for prey. A huntsman, concealed in a cleft of the mountain and on the watch for game, spied him there and shot an arrow at him. The shaft struck him full in the breast and pierced him through and through. As he lay in the agonies of death, he turned his eyes upon the arrow. "Ah, cruel fate," he cried, "that I should perish thus. But oh, fate more cruel still, that the arrow which kills me should be winged with an eagle's feathers." How ironic! Is that the definition of irony? Well, it's definitely cruel fate. On that we can agree. Alright, I just got a couple minutes and then I got a jet, so let's see if we can interpret this quickly. So the eagle was busy looking for his own prey, and then the eagle was hunted by a huntsman. So you could say that that was ironic, right? He was trying to find dinner, but the huntsman found him for dinner. And then further ironically, got shafted by an arrow with his own type of feather. I don't know if there's really a learning lesson there so much as like a...
Isn't it ironic, don't you think?
I'm really gonna feel bad if I have the definition of irony incorrect after having said the word 10 million times. That was a very detailed accounting of the bird's death. The shaft struck him full in the breast and pierced him through and through as he lay in the agonies of death. I felt like that scenario was rather drawn out. So he's sad that he's dying, but he's also saying it's really cruel fate that the fact the arrow was allowed to fly through the air had to do with his feathers being on it. So if it weren't for his own existence, the arrow couldn't have even flown through the air to kill him, unless it was a crossbow bolt. And then I guess it doesn't need feathers at all, right? Oh, cruel fate! Why have you left me thus without any interpretation of this story? Leave a comment below if you can interpret the story better than I could. And that being said, thank you so much for being here, for watching this video. I'm continuing my preparations for the next 2 days for my Fool Us audition. I honestly have no idea if I'll get on. I think I've got like a 30% chance because I've been really quickly working in the last couple weeks to put something together. I wish I'd had longer. I'm super nervous. I don't know if it's good enough, but I'm gonna try anyway. I'm not gonna let fear stop me. I'm just proceeding forward to doing the best I can with the limited time. At any rate, thanks again for being here. Hope you're having a splendid week, and I'll see you next time.
Yup.